Welcome to our introduction to Google Classroom. This video will walk you through the steps of how you can get into and access the material that is given to you in Google Classroom. First, you need to log into your Gmail account. If I go to the right corner and click on Google Apps, you notice that I don't have a Google Classroom icon. I'm going down to more. I still don't have it. So I have to log into my Gmail account. So I'm going to click on my Gmail account so that I can actually log in. And you'll find that Gmail account on the top right corner of your browser. I have a various accounts, so I'm going to log into my teacher email account here at Stillman. You need to use your student Stillman Valley email account for this website, to access this website. Once I log into my email account, then I have access to Google Classroom. Google Classroom is where you are going to be provided with a lot of different assignments that you will be doing in the class. You are expected to access Google Classroom every class period that you come to class. Once my Gmail account opens up, if I go to my Google Apps, which is my 9 dots, let me see if I can get this here. This will brighten it up here. Here is my 9 dots. I'm going to click on that. And then now you should be able to find Google Classroom under your list. If it's not in your general list, go down and look and see if it's underneath more. But you should be able to find your Google Classroom. I'm going to select that, and then my Google Classroom is going to open up. Now, in order for you to access your teacher account or your class, you are going to need the class code. That you have to make sure you let your teacher know that you need the class code. I am going to do the class code for my A1 class for Intro to Computers. But if you notice on my screen, I have all 3 of my classes for Intro to Computers plus Mr. Reed's. Mr. Reed's, each one of these classes has a different code. So if you're in my A1 class, you will use this code. I'm going to click on this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and show you how your teacher will put the class code. So up on the screen, your teacher is going to give you your class code, and that class code you're going to type in so that you can actually get into your class account. All right, so up in the top corner here, you're going to see that plus sign. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to say create class or join. You want to join a class, so if you click on that, then you can type in your class code. So whatever the teacher displays on the overhead projector, that's the class code you're going to type in, and then you'll click on join. I'm going to cancel because I am not going to enter that. So once you're in, you're going to go to the class that you are enrolled in. This is for A1, but I also have A3, B2, and I think Mr. Reed's is B4. Once you're into Google Classroom, there are 3 tabs at the top. The first one is Stream, and that is your default page. This will list every assignment that is put up there, but it's going to be put in kind of a dysfunctional order. So we're going to encourage you to use Classwork. Classwork is where we as teachers can organize your assignments by topic and by order. So it's really good to make sure that you come to Classwork. Always click on your Classwork page. Now for today, you're going to notice that we have a section called Class Materials. There is the Introduction to Computer Syllabus. There is the Business and Tech Google site website. There is Miss Murphy's class website. And then there is a Business and Technology survey. To access the Introduction to Computer Syllabus, you will click on the icon. And then you notice that there are some instructions here for you to follow. And then the link opens up. So if I select that, my document will open. And this document, if you look at it, it is a PDF. And largely a PDF means you can open this on any computer. So once you have this open, you are to read through the syllabus. It will talk to you about the course description. It'll give you the objectives for the course. It will talk to you about student learning outcomes, how your projects will be graded. There is the example of how a rubric would look. Participation, characteristics of students who excel in the course, issues about being assigned heat, and then it will talk about the computer lab, the times when room 103, that would be Miss Murphy's classroom, and then room 106, which is Mr. Reed's classroom, when these lab hours are available. Always check with the computer teacher to make sure they do not have other commitments before or after school. Sometimes that does happen. All right, we're going to go and we're going to hit the back button. And now we're back into Google Classroom. I'm going to click on that to close that. The next step that we want you to do while this first day is to click on Business and Tech Google Sites website. This is our Google site website, and you will be creating a site. Again, here are the directions. We have a lot on here, like the syllabuses, and we have other things under here that you can look at. If I click on Business and Tech Portfolio, this Mr. Reed and I both use this. We share this. And what this is going to do is open up into Google Sites. And this is an example of the professional website that you will be creating and monitoring during this Intro to Computer class, and then the rest of your years here at Stillman. I'm going to go to preview here. So when you get to this site, it's going to open up and looks like this. All right. Welcome to SVHS Business and Technology Portfolio page. This will talk to you a little bit about expectations. It'll also tell you what the purpose of this site is for. And then again, it also talks with you about lab hours. There are, if you click on, that is the home page. If you click on syllabus, if I click on that cavet, you're going to notice that there are syllabuses online here that you can view. They give you a course description. They will also tell you and give you information about classes, you know, what's involved. So here is the online version of your syllabus. If you go to Intro to Computers, you're going to get an introduction to Intro to Computer syllabus here as well. I'm going to close that syllabus cavet out, and then let's go to Intro to Computers. By clicking here, you're going to get some background information. Again, it's going to talk to you about the class. Also, it's going to talk to you about what other tech courses you may want to take after Intro to Computers. It also will talk to you about why it's important for you to enroll in a business class and a tech class, and it gives you a listing of business computer classes. This is constantly being updated, so by the time you get to this web page, you might find that it looks a little different. I'm going to click on that intro. For example, if I go to web design and I click on that home page for web design, you're going to see that there is a description of web design. And if I scroll down, you're also going to see that there are videos available online here to look at. They're a little bit slow. It talks about graphic design careers. It will also talk about what the difference is between a designer and a developer. So you have available tools here that you can look at and provide you with information on careers. So I am going to exit out of that. All right, and we're going to go back to Google Classroom. And then there's Miss Murphy's class website. I'm going to select that. This website is what you access every day, and it will largely tell you the activities for the day, what needs to be completed. It gives you directions on where to go, what to follow. Miss Murphy uses this, and occasionally Mr. Reed will use it as well. Up here, you're going to notice that you have your menu bar that lists all of the classes that are available in our our department. If I go to general computer class, you're going to find your Intro to Computer page. And once it opens up, you're going to see, and again, we're looking at an older version. By the time you get to this page, it could look a little different. You're going to see the outcomes, but as you scroll down, it's going to give you a lot of information. But there's going to come to a point where you're going to see dates. And these dates will show you what exactly is for the day. Here is the date. Again, these were last class period or last semester, so we don't have the current work up here yet, but it will provide you with information, and you need to always access this website when you log in to Miss Murphy's classes. All right, and then last, we need you to take a business and tech survey. If I click on this, and it's on Google Forms, so I'm going to go down here and I click on the business and tech survey. You want to take this survey because what it will do, it will tell us your background in technology. So you will type in your first name, what grade level you're in, and then you will go through and look at all of these. What is the name of your class you're enrolled in? You would be doing Intro to Computers, but I think all of the classes pretty much are there. If not, let your teacher know, and the teacher will update it. Then make sure you mark down which teacher you have, and then please check the experience level for the software. There's Excel, PowerPoint. If you have no experience, you would mark no experience. If you're beginner, intermediate. Notice you can only mark one of the radio buttons. So go through this. We have a lot of different software on here. We're trying to get a feel for exactly what you understand about technology. And then what browser do you most often use? And then you go through and please mark that, and then you'll hit the submit button. All right, going back to Google Classroom. Once you have completed those steps, then you have pretty much done the class material and learned a little bit about Google Classroom. You can also go to People, and you can find your work here as well. You can explore this page. You're not going to see, notice there's nothing here yet because none of you have actually entered and enrolled into the class. So remember, just a quick review, you always want to go to the classwork tab, the second tab at the top. And then you always want to make sure that you select the correct class that you're in. If you're in A1, Intro to Computer, you will select this section. Otherwise, if you're in A3, you would select Miss Murphy's Intro to Computer classwork. If you're B2, B4 for Mr. Reed, and then also there is the Word, Excel, Principles of Technology, and Accounting. So whatever class you're in, that is the class you will select, and then request that your teacher give you the class code so you can actually enroll in the class. That's pretty much it for Google Classroom. Remember, in summary, that you need to make sure you log into your Google Drive, or that you logged into your email account, student email account, in order to access Google Classroom. That's it, and have a great day. Thanks for listening.